I am so blessed. Alright, how y'all doing? Like I said, I'm so blessed because when you think you know yourself and you got everything, and then when somebody comes along and show you didn't know much, you know, it's one thing to be a movement by yourself, but you are forced when you got a queen like this right here to help you through life. From the beginning, you know, I always told you I got you. I heard about, you know, what happened before I came along and the things that hurt you, and, you know, I just told you from the beginning, well, let's start out as friends, you know, and see where that leads. You know, I know it was a long road, and I took you through a lot because at that time in my life, I was having fun. I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't even see this in the forecast. But guess what? You stayed 10 toes down. You was there for me. You know, it's one thing to view us on social media or just see us out happy, but people don't know the things you've done internally for me as a man. Because, I mean, you helped me to deal with my children's mother. You helped me to be a better man, my family, you know, I just owe a lot to you, you know. You always tell me what I do for you, but at the same time, we do it for each other. That's why we're so in tune with each other. So, you know, I don't really get nervous. You know, I didn't really pre-think this out because when I look at you, I get all my answers. And I can just look at you and just tell you, you know, divorce ain't in the equation. I'm a person that's determined and I fight hard for what I want. And I told you, if we ever get to this point, I'm gonna make you happy. And like I said, I didn't see it coming, but it's just something inside of you that shines so bright. Even when you didn't have the confidence, I'm gonna give you that confidence. Even as a friend, I gave you that as a friend. But you know, the lightning struck, and just one day I was like, you know what? I think we're gonna work it out. So, you know, as far as the vows go, I'm gonna continue to do what I'm already doing at the top of the list, respect you. You know, I'm just always gonna respect each other. That's why we can communicate good and everything is 100 because I had the utmost respect for you. And along with that, honesty. That's what I built on. That's why I call myself concrete, because I'm always be honest with you. Trust, love, you know, all that go hand in hand. So, you know, I got us, God got us, you got us. Who can defeat us?
That's right.
Your turn.
That's right. You better, Brandon.
Yes, sir.
You better, honey.
Yes, sir.
I had wrote some things, but I didn't get a chance to print it out, so I'm gonna go off the top of my head too. And I'll be honest and I'll be transparent. Of course, most of you know I was married before. He was in a relationship. I was in a dark place and searching, you know, for something, and I saw him from social media, you know, cutting up as usual, and some people be like, look at this crazy fool, but it was just something about him. So when I sent the friend request, which this was 2015, I sent the friend request. I said, let me go and send this boy a friend request. Might be my new husband.
And look at you.
I said,
You did say it.
Really not knowing, just talking. Time went on, you know, he would talk to me sometimes, I would talk to him sometimes, but we were both in situations, so it wasn't nothing like that. It'll just be like, hey, how you doing? But I got out of my situation. Later on, learned he got out of his. I remember one day he was like on the side of the road, broke down. I called him on Facebook. I didn't have his number. I was like, you all right? He's like, yeah, I'm all right. And from that moment on, I felt like what I did that day kind of stuck with him. But time went on, and you know, we'll be on and off, and then all of a sudden one day, he asked me on a date. Brandon? Y'all know Brandon is cheap. Brandon will not take females out on dates because he feel like they want free food. So that's why when he asked me on a date, I was like, what? And then even I was lollygagging because I had worked like 10 hours that day. And I was like, man, I don't feel like going nowhere. It was Thursday, but I laid down on that bed and someone was like, girl, you better go. We went on the first date, met him there, and we talked, and we talked, and we talked, and we just connected, and that first date was beautiful. Time went on some more, because, you know, he was doing his thing. We went on another date. He would pop up at my job, and another thing, I don't like people popping up on me, but I never had an issue with him doing it. So he would pop up at my job another time and was like, that ain't your boy. He was like, you want to go out? It's on me. I looked at him crazy again, like, okay, let's go. But this was like the end of September. And then, let me go back. His birthday, which he had a situation going on, but we went out for his birthday too. And we just talked the vibe, but we went on the second date. And then Destiny's birthday came along, and I was thinking about him, and I was just like, let me invite him over for a plate.
Because there wasn't no more free dates at that point.
And he came over, and from that point on, we dated. One thing that I want to kind of instill in people is to date. Actually date someone, get to know them. I mean, we dated literally 8 months on and off. Wasn't always exclusive, but we actually dated and really got to know each other and did things together. So, I remember him telling me, I'm not going to take you serious because I was still legally married. Lollygagging with the paperwork. And he was just like, I'm not going to take you serious till you end that all the way. I jumped on that. I did that. There was another situation where I told Brandon one time about an issue I was having with my car. And then he knew about Destiny wanting to go to Louisiana for a dance expo. I was struggling. I was not able to always do everything that I want to do financially, but he popped up on me one day. Told you he liked to pop up, y'all. Popped up on me at the house one day and would just put some money in my hand. I'm looking at him like, what is this for? And he was like, that's for Destiny. And I'm like, what? Never ever in my life have I met a man that could love my daughter as his own. Even in that moment when we're just dating.
Yeah.
So I said, no, I want you to give it to her so she'll know where it comes from. So when he gave her that money and talked to her and told her that he believed in her and just wanted her to accomplish her dreams, I fell in love with him that day. I fell in love with him. I fought it, but I couldn't fight it anymore. But fast forward, he finally committed to me June of last year. And we've been just rocking ever since. And I told him before he committed to me that God told me that you are my husband. He didn't want to hear it. He didn't want to hear it. But I couldn't help what God had showed me. So, to the vows, I've prayed for a man like you.
Yeah.
You are such a hard worker. I love you. I love everything about you. You really don't get on my nerves. Sometimes you do, let me say. Sometimes. But it's not to the point where it's unbearable.
Yeah.
But I promise to first respect you. I promise to honor you, love you, comfort you, in sickness and in health. I did that when we were dating. So basically everything that I've been doing, I'm going to continue to do for you. I thank God for you. You made me believe in love again.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you showed me that I've always believed in God, but you are like an example of God to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, the way you love me, how passionate you are, how strong you are. I trust you.
Yeah.
And you can trust me forever. I have no problem submitting to you. I'm going to be a mother to Destiny, a mother to your children. You know, that's my job. Just anything that I can do to make life easier for you,
Yeah.
that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah. That's it.
You've encouraged me. You've motivated me. you have made me believe in me even when I didn't believe in myself.
Yeah.
The moment you revealed that you cover me in prayer,
Yeah.
that is exactly when I knew.
Yeah.
I love you, Brandon Grace.
Yeah.
I love you forever. Sickness, health, to death do us part. I love you.
That's so beautiful. Oh.
Amen.
And that's concrete.
Amen. Amen.